Lieutenant Colonel Ziauddin Zahid is a former pilot with the Afghanistan Army who was forced to leave his country after the fall of Afghanistan. His pilot's license is not recognized in the United States, so he now works at Bedford High School. Lieutenant Colonel Ziauddin Zahid of the Special Mission Wing of the Afghan Army served as a military pilot for 28 years. He was forced to leave his country when international forces led by the United States began the evacuation process from Afghanistan in 2021. When the Taliban once again dominated Afghanistan, Zahid not only lost his career as a skilled pilot, but he had to leave behind his family, friends, and relatives. He now lives in New Hampshire and works at Bedford High School. As a pilot, his job was to help the Afghan army with evacuation of earthquake and flood victims. He also assisted in the destruction of drug factories, locating Taliban positions in prisons, and targeting the Taliban in the mountains and valleys. When we were in Afghanistan, we were happy in our duties and had a peaceful life with our families, and we served our duty honestly to our country. I carried out very dangerous missions in Afghanistan where we lost several comrades and colleagues who were martyred. Their planes crashed and unfortunate accidents happened that I am very upset about. With tears in his eyes, Zahid retells a story about the events that happened on August 15, 2021, and the pain of leaving Afghanistan behind. At 5:30 o'clock, we were ordered to move towards Salang. The point where we had to go was not clear. Our commanders were in front of us when we reached Salang. Our commanders told us to go to Uzbekistan. It was very painful for us. I saw the suffering and pain among us because of the love for our country that we served for 28 years, knowing we were about to leave our families, brothers, children, and country. We freed everyone, but we did not have a chance before leaving to see our families one more time. We went to Uzbekistan, and from Uzbekistan, our helicopter was out of gas. We stayed in the camp in Uzbekistan for a few weeks, then the American forces came and transferred us to another place. Then we were transferred to the Abu Dhabi camp. After a while, we came to the United States. It was really painful for someone who served 28 years for the country and his wish is to serve his country, his wish is for the future of his country. Without knowing it, he sees that he is forced to flee from his country in his own helicopter and leaves everything behind. It is really a bad memory I will carry with me throughout my life. It was one of the worst experiences of my life. For now, thanks to the grace of God, I am working, and I am satisfied with my work. I am happy that my family has moved to Qatar and is going to come join me in the U.S. I hope for a happy future because I hope that my children will come and study and serve their new country in the future. The story of Ziauddin Zahid is like many other Afghans who have resettled in the United States and cannot find work in their profession. After 3 years of waiting, on November 20th, Zahid arrived at the Manchester-Boston Regional Airport, counting the minutes and seconds until he could finally see his family. Finally, Zahid's expectation was fulfilled and his family arrived. The first person Zahid hugged is Aisha, and he sheds tears of joy as he reunites with his daughter, who was just 2.5 years old when he left the country.